Patrick McNeil joined at the intermission by St. John Sea Dogs overage defenseman Nate Tivey. Nate, we're into the month of February, getting into the home stretch. How do you feel the season's gone for yourself and your Sea Dogs?
It's been all right. I think we've had a pretty difficult second half. Hopefully we can get a win here tonight and get things going in the right direction going into playoffs.
You wear the C for St. John. What does that responsibility mean to you? How honored were you to get that responsibility?
Yeah, it means a lot to me. There's been a long line of great captains for this franchise, so to be recognized with some of those guys is pretty special for me and my family.
This year, it seems like the offensive side of your game has really come into its own, at top 10 in scoring among defensemen. What's been the key to that development?
I think just another year in the league, gaining more confidence. Obviously, in the summer, I worked a lot on my offensive game, so yeah, it's been pretty good.
Talking to St. John Sea Dogs defenseman Nate Tivey, another guy that I'm looking way up at. I always ask the taller guys, did you ever have any growing pains, have issues growing into your body?
Yeah, sometimes. I don't know, kind of with long limbs, kind of tend to strain some muscles more than maybe some smaller guys, but yeah.
Did you miss any games as a result of it?
I did my first year, but none this year, fingers crossed, so hopefully that stays the same.
I was going to say, he's 20 years old, so he's probably done growing. Yeah. You're an Ontario guy. St. John's had a good history of Ontario guys coming over. Just walk us through the process of coming to the Q. Did you have an opportunity to play in the OHL?
I was drafted in the U18 draft from the OHL, but I went to camp, didn't make the Guelph Storm my first year, but I think St. John's got a great scouting staff, especially for guys in Ontario. I've had a lot of success. Me and my friend who got a camp invite to St. John did that and just kind of hit the ground running. A good time.
So the Guelph camp, was that immediately before the St. John camp?
No, that was the year prior, actually. Okay. So that was my 16 year, and then my 17 year after that I came to St. John.
Now, when you come to the St. John Sea Dogs, one of the guys you're teammates with is Cole Burridge, who now plays for Cape Breton. What are your memories of playing with Cole? Did you match up against him a lot in practice?
Yeah, for sure. He's a really skilled player. Can do a lot of stuff with the puck, so it's going to be fun to play against him again tonight.
Yeah, and you've had the opportunity to do that plenty with him being in the same division. I was talking to Travis Cricker prior to the game about the Coach Chippy night at St. John. How weird was that, having him around the bench?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Obviously, a lot of guys on the team, myself included, see him on Instagram and stuff, so pretty cool to have him at the rink. It's pretty funny, too.
Now, you were probably in the dressing room when he made that clutch shot at intermission. Did you get to see that?
No, I saw it after, but none of the guys heard about it during the game, but after the game, we saw some of the clips, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, definitely performing under pressure. Now, some changes to the St. John team. Charles Obergravel goes out. Eric Young comes in. How different is it for a defenseman playing with a different goalie?
Yeah, it's been a bit different. Obviously, Gravel was a 20-year-old. He's had a lot of experience in this league, but I think Young's been doing a great job stepping in. It's not easy coming into the league, but he's done a really good job so far.
I always like to do the social media checks, see if I can find anything interesting about the guys. I have to ask about the significance of golfing on Father's Day.
My mom's side of the family always go out with my grandpa, my two uncles, my dad, and my cousin for Father's Day. We always go out for a round of golf, and we've got a belt, whoever wins, and yeah, it's pretty fun.
Have you ever won it?
I won it once. I think it was 2022, but I've kind of tailed off after that, so hopefully I can get it back next year.
There you go. Nate's coming for his title in the offseason. Me growing up in Cape Breton, went to Oilers games. One of my favorite players was Greg deVries, because I had a chance to watch him play right in front of the net. He's your uncle. What does your Uncle Greg pass on to you about his hockey playing days?
Yeah, he's obviously played in the NHL for 14 years, so he's got a ton of experience that he's passed down to me. And it's nice to, if I ever have questions with anything, I can always go to him, so he's been great.
You're 20-year-old in the Q, and this year everything is so different with this NCAA thing. How much of a surprise was that to you, and how much is that changing your thought process going to next year?
Yeah, it was a huge shock. I'm not really thinking about it too much this year, just kind of focusing on what we're doing in St. John this year, but obviously it's more opportunities for guys, and I think it just opens a lot more doors for other guys, so it's pretty special.
Lastly, I'd ask Nate, if somebody hadn't seen you play before, how would you describe your style of play?
I'd say I'm a two-way defenseman. I like to kind of control the pace of the game. I like having the puck on my stick and setting up guys on my team for success.
Well, fans in St. John have enjoyed that thus far. They have a few more months of it. Best of luck going forward, Nate. Thanks for this.
Yeah, thank you very much.